Okay, now in today's class, I am going to explain strings in C language. So generally, I told you that string means a text. So string is a text type. String means sequence of characters. A combination of characters is called a string. Either it may be a word, it may be a paragraph, okay, sentence. They are written in English, okay, English like sentence. It's called word, paragraph, all are called strings, okay. So strings mostly used to store text, otherwise characters, okay. So here example, hello word is a string type of characters, means it is a combination collection of characters. It is called a string, okay. So generally what happen, other programming languages, okay, other programming languages they support the string data type. So string is basically, it is a data type. So other programming language like your C++, Java, Python, they will support the string, but here C language, it will not support string type of data, okay. So we need to use char data type to create a string. We need to use char data type, and then we need to create an array of characters, okay. So let us see example. As I told you, the char data type will be used to create the string. So first char data type, we need to declare char data type, then array. Array, as I told you, that array is what? To store multiple data in a variable. To store multiple data in a variable, array will be created. Multiple data means, suppose x is equal to 5, but I can't store, in x is a single variable, I can't store x is equal to 5 comma 6 comma 7, okay. So if I want to store multiple data in a variable, I need to create an array. So here greetings is an array, okay. So to create a string data type in C language, char data type to be used, then after name of string, that string name equals to your array, okay. Array to be created, greetings is an array, then after array representation will be double square brackets, then after whatever the string you want to write, you can write in double quotation marks, okay. Hello world is a string, and that is to be written in double quotation marks, and termination with semicolon is very important, okay. To output the string, suppose if you want to get the output of string, we need to use printf function. Already I have told you that printf function will be used to get printout, to see the display on the display, the result on the display, and scanf function will be used to get the user input, okay. So here the format specifier is very important. Here we need to use format specifier %s. So format specifier, I told you that in the previous classes, it will be used to help the compiler. My dear compiler, now you need to work with which type of data. So our data is what? String. So already I told you that %d comma %i both will be used for what? Your integer type of data. %f will be used for float type of data. Character %c will be used for character, okay. %s for string, %b for boolean. So let us practice here string type of data. See here what happened. So now First, include. Hash include means it will be used to include a libraries, that is stdio means standard input output dot header dot h means header. Library will be used to work with input and output functions. Okay, here our output function is printf. Int main function, that is compulsory. Inside of main function, whatever the statements you will write, they will be executed. Every statement must be terminated with the semicolon. So to create the string C will not support strings, but other languages like Java, Python, C++, they will support the string data type. Here string, to create a string we need to use char data type, then string name and square brackets means the creating square brackets means it is an array now. So to create the strings we need to create an array, and then whatever the string you want to, always the string to be kept in double quotation marks. Okay, this is the simple syntax. You want to create a string, you remove this total code from here, and we will practice the code here. We will practice the total code again. So there is no code here. You run this, your code window and result window, there is no any result here. Okay, you start the code from 0 means there is no any code here. First you write hash include. Okay, next the hidden library stdio.h stdio.h. Okay, this is the first library we need to use in C language to work with input output functions. Then after int main function. So function always having brackets, not square brackets, parenthesis. Then after flower braces. Inside of this main function, whatever the code we will write, that will be read by your compiler. The first statement is what? So inside of the main function we need to write the code. Code means statements. The statements will read by the compiler. Okay, so first of all, comment here. Comment is what? To create a string. To create a string in C language. Okay, already we know C language. The two forward slashes will be used to comment of any line, so that line of code will not be read by your compiler, that will be skipped. Next, I told you that to create a string we need to use char data type. Not, there is no any, means C language will not support the string data type, so we need to use char data type to create the string. So then after, always we need to create array. Already we have studied in the previous classes. Array is used to store. I am commenting here. Array used to store what? Many values. Okay, suppose if you want to store integer data type, generally, so it is integer data type. So array, suppose array name num is an array name, it stores only, then after square bracket Now this is an array. Use it to store all integer, many integer values, 2 comma 6 comma 7, like that. Now it is called an array. Commenting here, array created. Array created to store what? Many values of integer values. Now it is integer array. Okay, num is the integer name. So here you want to create string type of array. You want to create a string. So we need to create an array. Array name what? Take any name of array. Your name, my name, any, Vasu. Then after square brackets, compulsory. Now Vasu array created to store string type of data. Vasu array created to store string type of data. Now string always to be kept in double quotation mark. Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? This is what, how are you? And close this double quotation. Next, terminate with semicolon. Now hello, how are you is a English text. Means some words are there, sentence is there, so paragraph also, everything can be kept inside of double quotation marks. That becomes a string. Now it is stored in an array. In array way, what array? Vasu array. Understood that? If you want to get print out of this one, if you want to see this string data type on your screen, printf function will be used, which is part of your stdio.h header file. Printf, here inside of this we need to use format specifier s. Okay, format specifier s is used to get format specifier s will be used to help the compiler. My dear compiler, now you need to work with which type of data? You need to work with string type of data. Okay, understood that? Then after comma, call the array name. Vasu is the array name. Understood that? Then after terminate this one. Next, return 0. The statement return 0 is very compulsory in C language. Return 0. Understood that? Terminate with semicolon. Now run this code. If any error is there, so now it is an online what? Online web editor. It is an online web editor. So what it does, it will give the result. The compiler will check all the lines one by one. All the compiler will check all the lines at a time and gives the output. If any error is there, it will indicate that there is an error and we need to correct that error. Then after again, if we run that, so if there is no any error, the output will be given. Okay, so why it is taking too much of time? Due to that is your bandwidth issues, network issues. Okay, so as I told you that string in C language is sequence of English characters. So it may be a word, a sentence, a paragraph. Okay, to create the string, by default C will not support the string data type, so we will use char data type to declare to create the string. But then after char data type, we need to create an array. Array, already I told you that to store, array will be used to store many values. If it is integer type of array, int num square bracket, it is an array. Num square bracket is name of array. Okay, to store integer data type. If I create here float, float is a data type.
array name, float array name to store float values. So any name xyz, then after square brackets is very important, is equal to, now you need to store only float values because this is a float array type. Okay, 1.4 comma 2.5 comma 3.6, like this, terminate. Now float array created, array name is equal to x. Okay, still it is getting trouble. Why? Because it is getting trouble because it is bandwidth issues, network issue, not getting the signal properly. So it is getting very delay of signal strength, that's why not able to check, so error is there.